Why is it that 2 weeks ago, Jeff Bezos, who has $90 billion of his personal net worth in Amazon stock, told people not to use it?
The probabilities say if we're not in a recession right now, we're likely to be in one very soon. If you're an individual and you're thinking about buying a new, large screen TV, maybe slow that down.
Now hear me out. I understand why content creators and the media say things like, we're going into a recession, the world is ending, buy canned foods, etc. It gets clicks and it gets views. I see it happen with my own videos as well. But what I don't understand is that if you're Jeff Bezos and you make money from consumer spending, why are you going out of your way to say that there's going to be a recession and that you need to be careful about spending money? And I'm not just cherry picking here. Look at these other examples of some of the most rich and powerful people on earth saying the exact same thing.
Mild recession for, 18 months or something like that.
Europe is already in recession, and they're likely to put U.S. in some kind of recession 6 to 9 months from now.
An increase in interest rates that eventually will result in an economic slowdown. So I'm afraid that the bears on this one have a pretty strong argument.
Now, unless you think they're giving these warnings out of the goodness of their hearts, this should come as a major red flag. So what's behind all this? Back in the 2008 recession, almost 500 banks failed across the United States. But what happens after a bank fails? They go to bankruptcy court and their assets are sold for pennies on the dollar. And who would go on to buy these assets? The surviving banks like JP Morgan Chase, Goldman Sachs, and Bank of America. Fast forward to today, these banks are worth many times more than they were prior to 2008 and way more than they ever could have been without a major recession. In fact, we saw the same thing happen during the Great Depression and the dot-com bubble as well. But here's the key difference. With the exception of a handful of people, those crashes caught people by complete surprise. Today, 70% of Americans think that there's going to be a recession. And the people who are pushing this message the most not only happen to be the ones with the most cash, but they're simultaneously buying back their stocks at a record rate at the year's end. So with all these people pushing the recession message in public, but behind walls acting the opposite, you must ask yourself, could we be seeing an induced recession so these companies and executives can leverage their resources to grow their power even more? And should we be buying instead of waiting for a crash? Time will tell, but in the meantime, if you want to track the trades of lawmakers, CEOs, and hedge funds, I have a website that tracks them all for free. So check it out, let me know what you think, and thanks for watching.